and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another great episode of the CEO Show. Tonight, we are doing the 50th episode, and it's been a journey, and you've been part of this journey. Remember, the CEO show always comes to every Tuesday, and the main objective of this show is to bring you great personalities who are going to share their stories, and we are so keen on topical issues that are going to be discussed right here on this particular show. And from those topics, you're going to learn, you're going to be inspired, and you're going to get more insights and definitely nuggets of wisdom. Welcome to the 50th show. I'm your host, Dan. Tonight we have another amazing episode prepared for you with another great guest who is ready to look into this particular topic that we're going to discuss. What are we talking about tonight? Tonight we are diving into the topic that every business must get it right: the link between organizational culture, communication, and customer care. Joining us tonight is Mr. Martin Thiong'O, who is the lead consultant of NATEL that is a consultancy firm. And this is a dedicated organization who helps organizations build stronger teams, improve communication, and deliver unforgettable customer care experience. Let's explore how businesses can build a trusted brand. Talk about people, processes, and definitely about purpose. Welcome, sir, to the show.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to see you in this particular show. It's been long overdue.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to. Of course, I am your greatest fan.
Okay.
And have loved the journey that you have taken in the show. And yourself also, I've known you for many years. So I'm happy to be here.
It's been a journey.
Yeah, a very long one.
Okay, first things first. Are you comfortable with that seat?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Okay.
I think it's a seat I've sat before and, in terms in other places. So I'm not like, I don't have butterflies.
Okay.
Yeah, my mind is just running.
Perfect. So we keep the show rolling.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Remember, we are coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, and unfortunately, we are not coming to you live tonight on TikTok. So next time, we'll make sure that we come to you live on TikTok. Also, for our TikTok fans, see you next week. I'm sure we'll be doing it. So don't forget to share this podcast for somebody to know that you're watching. And also, please, let's keep this interactive by you commenting on the comment section and also telling us where you're getting us loud and clear, and also tell us what are your expectations. And also, in the course of this particular broadcast, please ask a question. Let's make it more interactive.
Thank you.
Who is Martin Thiong'O?
Interesting. What a question.
Uh-huh.
So Martin Thiong'O is actually, I'm almost in the fourth floor. I am in the last step to fourth floor, and I'm a father and a husband, and that is very important to me. Of course, grew up in the village, somewhere in Kiambu County.
When you talk about the village, is it the village or the village town?
The village. We used to walk barefoot to school, and we're still continuing with learning.
Okay.
Other people call me doctor.
So you're a Sari product.
And I play, and then the evening I go home. So it was where you learn a lot about social intelligence, how to relate with people. You know the fights. Fighting for girls. You also learn to be bold. To say this is my person.
Okay. Fighting for what belongs to you.
Yeah. So in the village you learn a lot of things.
Okay.
But also just in the village, just the part of the fact that there's a lot of respect. People respect one another, and then there's a lot of learning that you learn from listening to older people. And in fact, literally, Dan, most of my friends are actually senior than me.
Okay.
Even today, my friends are always older than me, and something I've kept for a very long time.
Okay.
One of my greatest mentors is was a captain in KQ. And he was way older, and so if you found us talking, you were like, this young man in high school is talking to a captain. So you're saying, what are you doing? But I was gleaning wisdom. I was understanding what is life, what is life about. And so that's how I have come to grow and to learn and to understand how things are supposed to
And
work.
for such traits now you can attribute to you the environment that you grew in.
Yes.
And also, Martin, to talk about the same, because it's something that you mentioned, that whenever you're hungry you could just visit any household close to where you are.
Yes.
And at that point a child was, belonged to a society which
Very,
is
yeah.
absolutely different from nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays I think
What do you make of the difference between back then and now?
and I think the difference has been very glaring on us. Basically, those guys who are brought up in that communal time where children belong to the community, you can see the children are very different in terms of the way they think, the way they relate with people, the way they interact, some of the disciplines of, like hard work, commitment. Those are things that we learned because we were in that even accountability. Because if I made a mistake before an older person, whether they were my parents or not, they would bring discipline. And if they don't bring it, they will tell my mom, I saw your son do something. And so there was discipline brought by anybody, because it was believed and it was promoted that the child belonged to the society. It was the child did not belong to this particular small home of a father and a mother. It was beyond that. There were grandparents, there were aunties, there were neighbors. So the child was the neighbor's child as well as they were in that particular family's child. Yes, and that really helped us to grow in a place where you knew that you had to keep your act together wherever you are.
But now, when did the rain started beating us? Because I believe where we messed all these in terms of moral decay, in terms of indiscipline cases that we are seeing around, is because we own our children like uni mtoto wangu.
Yes.
When did it all start, and where is the future?
I think the beginning of that, first of all, number one, out of dynamics, of course. Number one, in terms of people and how money was now to be gotten was more out of formal labor, and so people moved toward the city, and so the village life became like more despised. So people want to go to the city. Even now, you hear people are moving. Why are they moving to? You hear they're moving to cities. In the city, you cannot entrust the child to a community, because the community in the city, you don't know who it is that you have there.
In fact, it's not even a community.
It's not even a community. Everybody has their own interest. And so you cannot trust that so and so is going to be the best person who is going to take care of my child. But now in the village, we all know each other. Okay, so I know so and so, so I know this person cannot harm my child. So those are the dynamics.
Okay.
The other dynamic that happened is that in terms of now, as you are pursuing all these goals of becoming rich and pursuing wealth, we actually somehow forgot. There's a generation that actually forgot that money is good and it's important for life, but money was not the ultimate end of everything. There was a generation that you're bringing up to even come and take care of that money. But you see today, even fathers who are not comfortable to leave their inheritance to their children, they die when they're still holding to their wealth, because they are like, if I give this one to these children, they're going to waste it.
They don't trust their products. That is
exactly. They don't trust their own children. And so there was a whole lot of things that have changed, but primarily, if you asked me, we need to go back to that time where children grew up in the community.
True.
We need to actually embrace that culture. It was a very good culture.
Yeah.
And even right now, as I bring my children up and I let them know that, yes, I'm your dad and this is your mother, but when we go to church, you have a community of believers there, and those people are going to, if you misbehave, they have the right to discipline you. Okay?
And you don't hold any brief against them.
No, I don't hold any grudge against them, because I want my children to know that I'm not the only person they're accountable to.
Perfect.
They're accountable to a community.
Okay.
And that is critical.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, moving forward, now you growing up and that child in the village and you going to Starehe Boys, I think most of your values definitely you got from there.
Yes.
And speaking now about your vision as a young person, because here also I would also wish to know, you growing up in that village, what were your aspiration? What were you looking up to be as a person in the near future?
Wow. Interestingly, when I was growing up, I thought I would be an accountant. Actually, in fact, when I was choosing my subjects in high school, I chose business, and of course, I was looking into finance and all that, and banking and stuff like that. But of course, when you do KCSE, you don't know exactly what happens sometimes. So I didn't get to go to do accounting and finance. However, I did CPS up to a point, and so I believe that was trying to fulfill my dream of being in finance and accounting. So when I came to campus there was a change, because now in campus I was still in the School of Business but doing tours and travel operations management. And it was then that I started looking at life from a different perspective. I thought maybe this guy could actually have an impact with people. Now I love now to want to be places where people are. Now I didn't want to sit in an office and do books and all those kind of things. I wanted to be out there talking to people and having conversation. And now interestingly, when I was growing up, I was stammering. I used to stammer. I used to actually.
So it never crossed your mind that one time you could be an orator?
Exactly. But I think somewhere in high school something happened. I don't even know what happened, but that whole thing changed. I think I was stammering because maybe I was not very confident of myself, and even when I was joining high school, I remember they were laughing at me because I was speaking Kikuyu English. So the confidence to speak before people wasn't there. But somewhere around
making choices to join universities, making choices to follow different careers and all that, and some of them are even watching us tonight.
Yes.
What is it that made you choose tourism over all those others that you could have chosen?
Wow, I would like to maybe at this moment I feel like I want to give a very inspirational answer to that. But I chose tourism because I think at that moment of selecting my cluster points, that was what stood out as something that I could do. The rest of the things were like agricultural something, and in my mind I never imagined myself in a farm. But right now that all is changing. I would like to be having a farm and rearing animals and planting crops. But then when I was looking at the courses being offered, I didn't imagine that I was doing anything that is out of business, because tourism was still in a business course. It is not like a non-business course.
Sure.
So those ones choosing courses, it is important to know that even as you choose, and maybe right now you may be choosing pharmacy, others may be choosing medicine, others may be choosing accounts, but the truth is life has a way of just bring us to a place of realizing that we have more than that. That I can do a course and not necessarily pursue that course. Okay. You can do medicine and find yourself one of the greatest innovators in the world. Okay, maybe in the field of medicine, but you have now in IT and innovating medicine technology, kind of things. So I have come to learn that the degree to me actually is like an eye opener. It actually opens you up to a world of so many things. Even a diploma opens you to a level of how the world could look like.
Yes.
Okay, so no learning is a waste. I think every learning, everything you do, every knowledge you get opens your eyes to more opportunities and shows you more ways in which you can be impactful in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would encourage that those who are selecting courses, as you look at your passion, at your vision, at what you want to be, also know that these things could grow, and actually your vision could actually change.
Okay.
Yes, your mission can remain the same, but your vision could actually change completely. Maybe my mission is to help people, but how you help people could actually change, and where you help for them to go would actually change. So, but the mission can remain, but vision have a tendency of expanding and growing and becoming huge. Just depending on whether you will allow your mind to dream. And
then all of a sudden you found yourself in class, back to class, before even graduating. How was it?
So I think I was inspired by a guy. He's now he's a professor. He should be in Mexico or Spain. He's Professor Maggio.
Yes.
Ken, and he was teaching then at Alfax, and he told me they are looking for a part-time lecturer. So I'm like, this would be a good way of making an extra income, or actually an income, not extra, because there was no other income. An income,
That was the main income.
the main income. So we are there. He tells me, come, I introduce you. So he introduced me, and I remember that day I found one of my friends right now, Mr. Kimani, in the office. He was then the deputy principal. He gave me a contract. I was given subjects to teach, and so I began to teach. And I thought, this is what my life should have been about. Just meeting people and interacting and giving what I have, and it was a very good time. I enjoyed. Let me tell you that was the most enjoyable part of I felt it was a very great time of my life.
Okay.
Just mentoring, teaching the young generation. And even today, I'm still 100% passionate about young generation. I spend a lot of time in high schools, talking to young people everywhere, because I believe when we empower them, we empower them for a future that ourselves will be winning, but they'll be the people who are thriving. So we need to have some sound, hardworking fellas coming after us. Yes.
And now at that point when you are still a lecturer and teaching, did you find purpose at that moment? Or how was the experience?
Interesting. I found a lot of fulfillment. Because you see, when you're given a D student, and the D student gives you a distinction, what is more fulfilling? And actually, I came to learn, actually, a D student, after all, is not a bad student. And I thought, a D student no wonder they say that the D students actually, they're the people who employ the A student. And, and I'm not talking bad about the A student. A student guys, I salute you guys, musinichape mawe. But just the fact that a D does not necessarily mean that you're not bright, you cannot become something in your life. A D is just a grade. Okay,
it's not that you are a failure in life.
No, you are not. Because I have seen D students give me distinction. They move from certificate, they go to diploma, they go to degree, and like that. Okay, so I learned that the way I was interacting with the students and having conversations with them, and how their lives were changing, and how their way of thinking was changing, that gave me a lot of fulfillment.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, moving so fast, because I know that our time is limited, but now talking about now NATEL consultancy and all that.
Yes.
Is it something that you had passion for? How did it came to be, and how was it inception? And what is it that pushed you to NATEL?
The birth of NATEL Consulting.
Yeah.
So, see, I've worked for Alfax for some time. So, in 2016, actually, maybe from 2014, I was feeling like it's time to move. It's time to move to another thing. But I had not necessarily grasped what was that.
Okay.
Then somewhere in 2016, something comes. So, and this will sound crazy, but I'm in my bed. I'm about to sleep. And then a vision of myself standing before people and talking to people appears. Then I'm like, God, what is this? And it wasn't like I was preaching. It was like I was talking, as in training.
It was not in class.
It was not a class.
Okay.
It was a conference. It was big. And so maybe I'm like, what is going on here? So I wake up, and in the middle of the night, I'm like, what is this? And my heart is palpitating. I'm like, this is something big that is coming to happen. So then I go. Then the following day it happens the same. The idea just crossing my mind. Then I thought, there's a name called, I've heard this thing called consultancy. So what is this? So I started reading on the internet, what is consulting? I was looking at the metrics financially, where the global consultancy business was doing then, how things were, and how the future prospects of consulting. And I thought, this is interesting, because in my life, it was about people. Now the focus is people. I have another opportunity to interact with people, okay, into consulting. So, after about 1 week of sleepless nights, I decided I'm going to register this business. So I was living with an old mzee. He's a good friend of mine. He's called Mzee Atich. And so I asked him, Mzee, I'm thinking about registering a business, but I'm looking for a business name. And I'm thinking something towards wisdom, something. So I'd come up with several names. Then he asked him, what is wisdom in Kalenjin? Then he tells me, it's Ngom Nated. And I say, that sounds good, but the first part I didn't really get. I got the Natet part. So I said, Natet. Okay, that's interesting. Natet Consulting. Natet Consultants. So in fact, I sent the person who was doing registration in Nairobi, I sent them Natet Consultants.
Oh, okay.
But then in the process of him registering, he didn't see the T. He saw the T like an L. So it changed the name to Natel Consultants. That was the name first.
Okay.
Then afterwards, in 2022, the name changed into Natel Consulting.
Okay.
Because then I brought in a partner, and he's Francis Kimani, and he's my friend, and I'm sure he's listening right now. Okay. And so Natel is now a partnership. Okay. It used to be a sole proprietorship, now to a partnership. Okay. Yeah, so that's how Natel came to being. Yes. Now,
shifting now from let's talk about employment into now self-employment, because it was a complete shift.
Yes.
How prepared were you now to ride this boat and roll with your own and fly with your own wings? Wow. How did you prepare for it? How tough was it?
Did I really prepare? Then, to be honest, I think I felt like I just dropped to the deep end. A lot was happening in 2016. Like I remember, of course, the frustrations of employment.
Yes.
So I didn't have like enough time to build capital and do all those things. I actually practiced entrepreneurship. So Natel began in my office, in by then the place I was working.
Yes.
Okay. And so before even I was leaving, already Natel was already ringing ears of people.
Yes.
In Eldoret and beyond. And so when I was leaving, I was hoping that as I left, I would really leave and the business would peak. But as I left, there was a season, my friend, a season that was very tough. Okay. Very tough. Okay. In fact, I think it was so tough that I did few businesses here and there. That's when I actually started changing, and I thought the business could actually now transform and evolve. Okay. So from a place I was offering personalized counseling for business, because that was my first product, personalized business counseling. Now to doing company registration, I got to want to know those things. So I started doing company registration and all that. And so it was tough. So I'm looking for where I can put my hands and make money. So I found myself like doing everything. Literally, you are, can you do this for me? And I may not necessarily know how to do it, but yes, I can do it. So make money, because I have to eat, I have to pay rent, life is continuing.
True.
So something happens in 2017. A friend of mine calls me and said, I'm seeing like you're doing consultancy and training. I have business for you to do in Rwanda, Kigali. Man, now I'm thinking, now I can see the vision is coming to life.
It's taking shape.
I was discouraged by that. That was the time I was really discouraged.
But before now, you go about talking about the friend who just called in and giving that opportunity in Rwanda. Yes. Now, what were your expectations? You jumping into the deep end, as you just mentioned. What were your expectations, and what were the reality that you met on the ground?
So I was expecting, like, the time I was meeting these people, and they were like, yes, Martin, this is a very good thing you're doing. Yes, continue. We are with you. We are going to support you.
Those were your expectations.
Yes.
The flip side?
The flip side.
What happened?
I found myself alone. alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I learned that this is a lonely journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And now you have to think about how do I survive. So the first thing that came in my mind then was survival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Not even growth.
Not growth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surviving. Because it's like, even when I was doing the business plan, I didn't do the business plan thinking that I would do this thing out of employment.
Mm-hmm.
I did the business plan as this was to become a source of extra income.
Okay.
Now, it is the only source of income.
Which is not even sure about.
And is uncertain.
Uh-huh.
You wake up every morning praying, God, give me this day my daily bread. I just want bread.
Mm-hmm.
And when towards the end of the month, Lord, just rent. Okay.
Unaomba hata mkate, not blue band hapana.
Hapana, ni mkate peke yake.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That was the feeling that time.
But you still had the courage and the zeal to keep on.
Yes, because I knew this was something I may do for a lifetime.
Okay.
So then there was like, I may not be having any choice.
Okay.
This is the only thing I have to do. So I had to do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Then this call came.
And then this call comes.
Uh-huh.
I will call it the life transforming call.
Mm-hmm.
Because he called me at a time where I was behind in rent for about 5 months.
In arrears.
Mm-hmm. The landlord had told my wife to tell me that I should look for a cheaper house, a mud house. Maybe that one I could afford 500 shillings a month in Kipkaren, that end. Then at this time that the call is coming, actually I was so broke. I didn't have money. Yeah, sikuwa na pesa.
But you had left home telling your wife that itakuwa sawa.
Itakuwa sawa. Of course, I had to tell her things will be okay. I'm the only, she was my greatest cheerleader. Yeah, so she cheered me on during this tough season.
Okay.
So the call comes, and we're having emails exchanges with the guy in Rwanda, and he's telling me where I'll be training from, and he's telling me I'm training from Serena, Kigali. I'm like, my God, I've never. The only time I went to Serena was, what was I doing? Maybe a meeting I attended. But like an event is being hosted, and I'm the person. I am the person, you know, on the advertising and branding material there in Kigali. I'm like, God, like
the guest speaker,
exactly, the guest trainer, international trainer, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. They don't know Eldoret, they know Nairobi. So Nairobi, Kenya, you know, is coming to train business. Actually, it was customer service. And communication training.
Okay.
Yes.
How did it change your life from then?
Actually, I think God used that to communicate loudly that this is my vision for you. This is what I want you to do.
Training.
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to go and impact nations. Not just training. Even consultancy, because they go hand in hand. Okay. You know, you cannot separate consulting from training.
True.
Yes. Okay. So it's like God was communicating, this is your life. And I'm showing you what I can do with you.
Okay.
Yes. I can take you anywhere. Because you're my son. So I love you very much. Yes.
Now this was your first assignment outside Kenya.
Yes.
In a big conference.
Yes.
Did you deliver? And how did you prepare for it?
I spent the next weeks, maybe about a month, preparing materials for training. We had now back and forth with the organizer, the planning guy on their side. You know, curricula, what are we going to teach? You know, PowerPoint presentations, you know, team building materials. As in, it took a time, just a whole month of preparation. Okay. That's why I tell people, by the way, when I charge you for training, I don't expect you to, you know, to start bargaining because training takes a lot of before that day. Okay. It may be a training for 2 hours, but it has taken me 3 days for me to be ready to come and train you. Okay. So it was a good, you know, a whole stressful, because again, the uncertainties. Remember, I'm going to a country I've never been. I don't know how that place is going to be. Because of financial issues, I had to use a bus from here to Kigali, an average of about 36 hours. Okay, because you stop in Kampala, then you the borders, you stay like for 3-4 hours. So there's also time spent on the border points. Okay, but generally it turned out to be a very great experience.
Okay.
And actually have kept relationships with the people I trained in Kigali that time.
Okay. Somebody say that opportunity meets preparedness, and sometimes you have people from young people from just graduates, let me call them graduates, just fresh from campus, and sometimes somebody is saying that I'm waiting for a good opportunity, but sometimes it seems they are not prepared. How can somebody get ready for an opportunity, especially for employment, for business deals, for all those that are yet to come? How can one get ready for such?
So there are a few things. Number one, to know that anything can happen anytime. Just like you can wake up in the morning, and these are experiences I've had done. You know, you wake up, when you slept, you didn't plan for any to go and talk to anyone. You never planned to go for any training. And I have friends of mine, very crazy. So I remember one day I'm arriving in town. I have going to my office. I'm on the way up the stairs.
Yes.
I receive a call. Martin, I had prepared someone to go and talk to parents of a school in Nandi Hills. Unfortunately, the person is not there. I want you to go. It is 11:30. They're expecting you at 12:30. Mimi, already my mind was made up for the day. So what do you do? As opportunities meet preparation, that is true. So what is preparation? Preparation is continuous learning. You leave campus and you think you have known everything. No, add more skills. Okay? Especially the soft skills. You know, invest in learning about time management, communication, public relations, social media use and management. Spend time adding skills to yourself, because then you're preparing for a workplace, because a workplace is not just about the degree or the diploma you've done. It is more than that. Learn about how to improve your social intelligence, your emotional intelligence. Learn how to cope with pressure. Okay? And then as you are waiting for that opportunity, grab those other small and what so look like inconsequential opportunities. Okay? Just like, hey, I need someone who can type for me a document. Take the document and type. I know you're going to make 50 bob, but nobody gives you 50 bob just like that. So you have made money. Just that is that's preparation. And maybe you are at home, your parents have a shamba. Start some agribusiness.
Okay.
Plant some vegetables and then start selling them. Do something. I encourage the young people, do something, and they are going to ask me, what can I do? I'll ask you the same question. What is in your hands? What do you have? Volunteer. We have so many opportunities to volunteer. Okay? Get yourself busy, because as you wait for these opportunities, they all and actually they count people who are actually doing something. Opportunity comes somebody who is doing something. If you're doing nothing, opportunity never comes.
Okay. Just do something.
Yes, do something.
Okay. Now, directly now to the gist of all this. Now, what you train also, it's about organizational culture, and this is something that's very critical in businesses and also individuals running businesses and entrepreneurs. All that. Just to dissect in a nutshell, what is organizational culture, and at the same time, how does it influence a brand of an organization in relation to the clientele that it needs to attract?
Wow, that's a huge topic. Maybe I will break it down because of time.
Yeah.
Culture is simply the way things are done here. The way things are done here in this particular company, this particular organization. And culture is not big things, the small little things we do. Number one, a a culture of meetings. You know, a weekly staff meeting. That's a culture. A culture of dressing. This is the way we dress here. Okay? A culture of communication. This is how communication flows in this organization. A culture of, this is how we present our documents. And I think I was trained by the best, you know, my first employer. The font size, the font type, okay? It was you are given, before you prepare a document, you are given the list of things to observe, including the, you know, the line spacing. It was specified. That is culture. Culture is not the big things we do. It's the small little things we do. Do we pray together? Do we have a team building? Do we have a way of celebrating our wins? Okay? Like we have made a good big sale this month. Do you have a way of celebrating? Now, that, the way you do things, brings now your brand. Because what is brand? Brand is about perception. Okay? Is how people perceive your business. How do they see it out here? Okay. Like, one of the ways, let me look at an individual as a business. The way Martin dresses is clear. The way Dan dresses is clear. Everybody knows. So if they meet you dressed differently, they're like, you know, one day I actually I was putting on, you know, a sportswear, and I met someone in town, and they're like, I didn't know it was you. You know, I'm like,
because of what they're used to.
They're used to see. Okay, so it is what they perceive about me. Okay, so imagine your staff are always seen in town looking different from other people in the town. So they identify this one works in that particular company. So people are interested to know why that company. Okay, they hear, even because a good organization culture actually makes the people working there thrive, and they speak about that particular business everywhere they go. And don't forget that apart from you, the next people who will sell your business are your employees. Okay, so meaning apart from the fact that they work for you, they're actually more of your partners in business, because they promote your business in places you yourself cannot go.
True.
Okay? And then the way they carry themselves out, the way they talk, the way they have conversation, even amongst themselves, even the way they relate with each other, affects your business. You know, I like telling, as I train employees, I remind them that even in some sectors of business, even the way you relate with your neighbor affects your employer's business. For example, you're working in a hospital, and then you're always fighting with your neighbors, and your neighbor gets sick. I am sure they will tell the person taking them, don't take me to the hospital where this person works. I'm using that as an example.
Yeah, true.
Because the way they have interacted with you. So brand is about perception, and it is you to create the perception. So the work of the founder or the vision carrier or the CEO, the person running the show, okay, it is to ensure that they have created a culture that helps people to thrive and present a positive image, brand for that particular organization. That brand is what customers are attracted to. Okay? Remember, a tree is known by its fruits.
Yeah.
Okay? So the fruit of the organization is actually, it is coming from the root, which is the culture. Then the brand is the branches and the fruits together. And so if the culture is neither here nor there, the fruit will also be neither here nor there. And therefore people will actually be like, nah, why should we go there? Okay?
Yeah.
And of course, we have so many things we can talk about that. But customers, clients are interested in more than what you can offer.
Okay.
Because they even clients talk to each other. Like if you shave in a particular barber shop, you'll meet a particular people who go to the barber shop. And somehow over time you start getting to know each other. Every time you go to shave, you find the person there, you shave the same time. So hey, hi, hata umefika huku leo. This is kind of conversation.
You create a family.
Exactly, of that business.
For that interest.
Exactly. So they talk about it. So the one day that they seem to see things are not going well, hey, they will tell each other, hey, and by the way, have you noticed? So they have noticed internal things.
They exchange notes.
Yes, the internal things that are changing, that you yourself as an entrepreneur, you're not giving heed to, but them they can see. And so when they see and they feel like, things are changing here. Like there's a particular place I used to shave and I left. Because I saw the culture of the people serving is changing. The way they are looking at as the customers is different. And I thought, you cannot talk to me that way. You cannot treat me that way.
It's your money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So me, I'm gone.
Okay.
And I've never gone back.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, directly now about a culture that is communication skills. It's a critical aspect in any business, and this contributes also to a culture. How does it shape service delivery in any organization, and what are some of the things that people should consider in the communication skills, both oral and non-verbal?
Now, communication, I call it the lifeblood, actually, of any organization. Now, and remember, we have internal communication and we have external communication. So internal communication has to do a lot with the way information flows within the organization. And I know right now, in terms of management, there's a lot of changes that are happening globally and within the management, learning as a whole. But how does the CEO communicate with his management team? How does the management team communicate with the employees in their departments? How do the employees communicate with each other? Okay? Because is there a level of professionalism? Because I think one of the things that happens is as people get used to each other, we start losing professionalism. It's actually one of the things we kick out when we get used to one another. We kick out professionalism out of the door. So you find that people are, they are doing things or communicating in a way they are supposed to communicate. The gossip, the grapevine, the negative grapevine, that happens within the organization that actually has led to many companies, like grow out of business. They outlive their usefulness, because once there is no communication internally, it's like a vehicle, is like an engine which does not have oil. So
friction.
Okay. Friction will lead to what? At the end of the day, the tear, and finally that engine dies. So we have to keep a healthy communication strategy, a communication style that is very healthy within the organization. And that is why I encourage team building, and not the one thing we do when we find a budget. Because I think what we have also done is that the reason why the communication aspect start, we're going living in the organization is because we have made the things that would bring us together and would make communication easier. We have made them a thing of when we have money for that. Every organization needs to budget annually for team buildings, and not once. People needs to be together. And I talk about team buildings, I'm not talking about that expensive, going to Naivasha, going to where we have so many places in Eldoret which you can actually go and do a team building. So just to bring your team together, learn to have times even of just eating, maybe not even team building, just eating, where people can have a free conversation. It heals out of things, by the way. Having food on the table and people talking, that one heals out of even things. People who are fighting with each other, they're on the same table, they're eating, they communicate. Okay,
they'll be forced to.
Yeah, they'll be forced to, and by being forced to, they will learn that, kumbe hata hiyo kitu nilifanyia kumbe hata ikuingia kwa moyo, kumbe iko kwa lungs. You breathed in and out and now that thing is gone. So as in it is in those allowing people to have conversation, the weekly meetings, the departmental meetings in the organization. And if you are a sole entrepreneur and you are the only person running the company, you don't have like management team, that small team you have meetings, have conversations, create a time where people can talk to one another. Okay. And so that is internal communication. Now that internal communication is a hard, because it affects the external. Because remember, external is what you tell your clients and what your clients tell you. Okay. What your stakeholders are saying about you. Okay. So externally, we are talking about your brand presence, the consistency of your brand, the way you converse with your people. Okay. There are certain kind of businesses, if you run in some particular social media, they will not take you seriously. Okay. I will not go the nitty-gritties of that. That one, if someone want to consult, they can look for me. But yeah,
or you can have part B of the same,
or you can have part B of this. Maybe I can come and shed light on that. So there are things that there are places where where your business is, if it is found there, people will take you less serious. Okay, depending on the kind of business you're doing. So it is important and critical for the organization to know, where are our clients? Where do they usually visit in terms of socials, for example? How do they want communicated to? So you have to look at your clientele and you communicate them that way. And then how do we get feedback from them? Okay. So you also have to understand how these people communicate it back to you. If there are people who are busy, so it's that time where they are meeting you and you're offering them service. That's when they give you feedback. Then to be quick to receive the feedback and write it down. Okay. And then use that feedback to help you improve on your service delivery. Okay. And then having a custom of asking for clients' feedback. And to be honest, Dan, let me tell you the truth. Having interacted with so many businesses in this town and beyond, is that very few of us entrepreneurs are courageous enough to ask the clients to tell us what they think about our business.
We have the fear.
Yes, we are afraid. Yes.
Why are we afraid?
We don't like correction. We don't like to be told this is not good, this is not working, this is not how you're supposed to treat as clients. You know? But I'm thinking that is one of the ways that we kill our businesses. Because how will you improve? Like this evening I had an interaction with one of my clients, and we were having a conversation, and then they were helping me see how I can help them more. So they were helping me see how they can give me more business. Now imagine I told the client, no, I cannot listen to you on that. I will not listen to your correction. Let me go away. That is too painful for me to receive. I would have missed an opportunity to know, oh, okay, now I know where you are.
These are my weaknesses.
Yes, I know where I'm weak at. But also I know where the client wants me to go and find solutions for his problems.
Yes.
So in communicating their lack on my side, they explain to me what I need to do for them and to make their business better. Perfect.
Before we proceed, just to highlight a number of comments from our viewers. Felix Protich is saying that following you live from Elgeyo Marakwet. Wow. Good job done for the program. Felix also is saying that good job CEO for the show. Jonathan Rono is saying Martin Thiong'O, nice chap, keep up. Big brother.
Thank you.
Mercy Murray saying that good job CEO Martin Thiong'O. Thank you so much. Chebonandi saying this. Laura is saying that well done Rotarian Martin Thiong'O.
Thank you.
P. Koech Biwot is saying that there's a great fulfillment in touching lives and leaving an impactful mark on others. Yes. Watching live from the City of Champions. Thank you so much, Biwot. Chebonandi is still saying you are exemplary. That is a compliment. Thank you so much, Laura. Anne Muyo Munyo is saying tune in with pride. This is a long one. Anne Munyo is saying that tune in with pride. Rotarian Martin Thiong'O graces the CEO shows today. A true example of leadership with integrity, vision, and art. Martin doesn't just talk strategy. He lives it, mentors through it, and uplifts others along the way. From boardroom brilliance to community service, he brings humor, warm, good vibes, wisdom, humility, and purpose to everything he touches. This is quite amazing. Congratulations, Martin. Keep soaring and inspiring. Ray is saying that how do you ensure that your recommendations are implemented and sustainable? I think that's a question that we'll need to respond to. Thank you so much, Ray. And also Robert Kipyegonto is saying that good. Thank you so much, Robert, for keeping in and also tuning in. Kevin Wawire is saying wise insights we are following. Rosaline Wawire is saying well done, CEO Martin Thiong'O, and many others who are still commenting. Please tell us where you're watching from, and also what are some of the lessons that you're getting from this show as we move forward. And also if you have a question tonight for our guest, Mr. Martin Thiong'O, who is the lead consultant and also the director, NATEL Consultancy. Thank you so much for your comments that are still coming in. I think we'll respond to that in the course of this particular broadcast as we move forward, because I see that also our time is much spent, but we just need to get it flowing. We've been talking about also, as you are highlighting about communication and internal communication. Also, another critical thing that came in was about teamwork and also ensuring that your staff and as an organization you are intact together, because what is inside is portrayed outside. How do you maintain your teamwork and also without even compromising on your service delivery?
Wow. There's a word that I think about when I think about teamwork. It's about being intentional, and as a leader being present and being felt. And I know it's not being felt because you are this draconian, guy who just comes, and when he comes, everybody's running to there. So they're hiding themselves. To ensure that your team areas to grow and areas to develop. But even as I think, I need to go and sit down with the people that I work with and ask them, so what areas can we grow? Can we do better? Okay? So there has to be an intentionality in building the team. And this is one of the buildings that is never complete. My viewer, it is never complete. You continually build that team. Hakuna siku utaweka roof. I think you understand where I'm coming from.
It's a continuous process.
Yes. And the day you put the roof, I'm not sure, because like you can be assuming that everything is running on well. And that reminds me, we always do service to a vehicle, isn't it? After a certain time, a period of mileage, isn't it? Yeah. So if we have to do service in a vehicle, now look at an organization like a vehicle, and the employees are your engine because they drive the business. So how long do you wait until you come and do service? Okay, so it has to be frequent. It has to continue happening. So building your team is consistent. So and every day, and I say, you have to come every morning into your business thinking of how can I make these people better. That should be what your main focus as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. It is not the clients. It is the employee. Because this is an employee who meets the client.
True.
So for me, I build the team. The team is going to do the job. So every day I come is how can these people better do their job? But also having an honest interest in their lives individually. Having conversations, sometimes just they're having their tea break. Go and join them for tea break, and in fact take the tea they are taking. Don't look for your special flask.
Usione na flask yako.
Take that tea that they are taking. Drink with them. Okay. Then you hear things. The story is told, a very brief one. I was just going to summarize, of a company that was really struggling. And I remember, and the CEO went to the floor, okay, where things take place, and he found one of those stuff that nobody ever thinks the person has any ideas, and they were looking for a solution, and that person who they thought never had an idea provided the solution that brought that business back to life.
Okay. So it means everybody is important.
It is important to go to the floor as a CEO. Don't sit on your corner office. Go to the floor. Talk to people. Yes, that is critical in maintaining and growing a team.
Okay.
Yes.
And now we talk about in the same breath, talk about now the brand identity and people associating with a certain brand. How does now the internal culture, the teamwork, the communication, how does it now contribute to the brand identity that people would wish to associate with?
I would say that happy employees will make your top fans, okay, a top fan. So your internal culture, of course, a culture has to do with people and the way they relate with each other and the way they relate with the business and the way they look at that business. Okay, so how that affects the brand is, as we said, brand is perception. Brand is the way people talk about you even in your absence. Okay, so and it's beyond even just the internal customer, because the employee is the internal customer. We have the external customer, those now who come to consume the service and the product. It is, what are they saying about you? Okay, so the brand consistency has to do with how you're managing these two. Okay, the internal customer and the external customer. So, and you have to keep, and that's why communication has to be flowing. The internal has to be the same as the outside. There is no way a person consuming your service can say, hey, my friend, your company is doing very well, and then your employee is the saddest person that they have seen on earth. Okay, if they see a sad employee, they know these are not good here. And for some of us who are have empathy, towards people, we'll be like, and what's up? And I've asked questions to people, employees, and they have told me, why are you sad? I have not been paid for the last 3 months. Let me tell you.
And they're expected to deliver.
They expect to deliver. Someone has not paid their rent. They don't have no food. Their children have been chased from school. Okay? And you're coming, and you're expecting delivery. So our internal culture has an impact on even our external culture, the way people relate with us and the way we relate with them. Okay. Because once, like when I learned that, I was like, so you're looking at the organization like, how? And I understand, I'm an entrepreneur, so I know that times we don't have money. But then, how do you handle that? Did you call for a meeting? Did you explain yourself? And did you think they will not understand if you shared your struggles? Okay. I think they would. If you told them, guys, we are here, this happened, that happened, and that happened. Okay. And so, for this month, you'll bear with me. But as long as you have been consistently before doing something that has been positive. So, you see, you're communicating is a tough time. So, even right now, companies are looking to, reduce on labor. But how you do it is the game changer. Okay, when you are facing these turmoils in business, how you conduct yourself is a game changer. So I think it's important for entrepreneurs to, as they are planning for their communication, as their strategies for communication, to know that when things are difficult, you move together even more closer. Okay, you don't now run away and hide yourself and leave the employees alone here. No, you bring them in. So as you have been building the team which has been promoting your brand, don't forget they are the same people who can actually destroy your brand.
Very true.
But if you bring them close and they know this is an honest man, when he says, guys, I don't have money and so your salary is going to delay, they know you actually mean what you say, because previously you have said, you didn't even say there was money, you paid on 25th or you paid on 5th of the next month, or you are consistent in whatever time you actually pay them. Okay. And I'm using payment not as the only motivator. I'm saying one of the things that one of the areas I have seen most of employers have actually, entrepreneurs have actually goofed with. Because it is money is emotional than senior.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So when someone has money, they feel good, and when they feel good, they give you good job. Okay.
True.
When they're unmotivated, they will be like
They'll perform.
Yeah, they will be, when they are doing well, they will do everything for you.
Okay.
And even go out of their way to sacrifice.
Okay. And in the scenario now, Martin, because being an entrepreneur and also being in such a position at some point, you given this hierarchy, like their expenses, how do you rank your expenses, and where is the position of now the employee salary and also their welfare?
An interesting question. Now, priorities. So you're asking,
where is the employee?
The employee is number one.
Before rent?
Yes.
Before all that?
Number one. Remember, they are your key service points. Okay? They are your care persons. So if the person taking care of the people that are giving you the money to run your business are not happy, it doesn't matter whether you're paid rent and all those other things are okay. And these guys who are supposed to bring in the next check are not okay. Hey, you lose money. And so you lose even money to even take care of them, because they don't even know that it is their bad attitude towards client is messing the business, which is supposed to bring them money to pay their salaries.
Okay.
So prioritize employees. Make them number one. And let me tell you, when employees are number one in your organization, then I believe that your organization is going to grow.
Okay.
But when they feel that they're second, they're third, they're fourth,
they're inferior.
Yeah, they're inferior. You imagine this. You have not paid somebody for 3 months. And then one day they wake up in the morning and they find a Prado parked outside the parking. And they see you coming out of that car.
But they just come from no breakfast, nothing.
3 months. What do you think?
That is a demotivated stuff.
They understood the first month, the second month, that month, and now they saw a Prado. So their thinking is you took their money. You may have taken a loan, but now they even know that you took the loan to buy a vehicle, not take the loan to pay a salary.
To pay them salary.
Yes.
They should come first.
Yeah.
Okay. We cannot have all this conversation about branding without talking about customer care.
Yes.
The heartbeat of branding. How is now customer care the strongest form of branding in organization? I know it is a big topic.
Yes.
But now just let's do part A, then next time we'll come and do part B.
Somebody said people will forget what you did to them. But people will never forget how you made them feel. And that is customer care. And that's why it is everything when it comes to a business.
What is customer care?
Customer care, I always say it is how you treat your employer. You as an entrepreneur.
Who is your client?
Who is your client? The only person who determines whether you're in business or out of business. So customer care is basically how you make that client feel every time they so good. So they came back and they brought their friend and another friend, and we always say that in customer service, one happy client will tell around 11 people about your service. But one unhappy client is going to tell 25
times 2.
Unhappy 25 double plus 3 okay, that they were not happy about. And bad news spreads very quickly.
True.
So the bad part about your business is going to be known faster than the good part of your business. So are we perfect as organizations? No. We can never be perfect. So do we make mistakes even in customer care? Yes. The question is, how do you deal with the mistake once you've done it? Okay? And I know there are some circumstances, like there are some industries or some economic, some sectors which is very sensitive, like a hospital. If you mishandle a patient and they die, now you see there, even though you are saying sorry, your sorry might not help much. But if you're just losing, if you have lost money, we can refund. Okay? But you see, refund does not necessarily satisfy the client. So it is your whole attitude of handling that client's complaint and dissatisfaction that will keep that client coming and actually even bring you. And let me tell you, by they're done. If you ever convert a difficult client to a loyal client, my friend, you have won the game. You have won the game. If you just find the heart of just converting your most difficult clientele into loyal clientele, you have hit the jackpot. Now those actually become your best promoters. They will go and tell the whole world, these guys know how to take care of me. I am a difficult client. If they can handle me, hakuna mtu hawezi handle. That's all they will be telling people.
They know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the difficult, what we call, actually we don't even call them difficult clients. We call them clients that difficult behavior. The clients that difficult behavior, okay, they are the ones who help us grow. And they are the ones who come back. But those ones who just come and smile with us and go, they will never come back. They actually go and never come back.
So you need to learn that heart.
Yes.
The heart of handling that difficult client.
Yes.
Quote unquote.
Yes.
Okay. Because Martin, I'm saying our time is much spent.
Yes.
But now, having worked with different companies, having these lot of experience about companies, what are some of the challenges that the gaps that you always see in our organization, that the misses, the disappointments and all that, that you think are common across most of businesses, that you think we need to talk about tonight?
Now, like in every entrepreneurial journey, organizations have seasons, and I want to appreciate that. But some of the misses that I know, we are talking about the misses, not the hits.
Yeah.
So the misses, number one, is I found it common that we don't treat employees like our first clientele. That is the first mistake that most entrepreneurs make. Okay? So that means, so if you don't see them as clients, what do you see them as? So meaning you treat them, you're not going to give them that priority in your business.
You consider them as an expense.
As an expense, not as an asset. Okay? The next miss is we like playing around with our culture. And let me tell you, Dan, most sole businesses or most, let's say, most of the businesses in this age of, a lot of volatility, which are in the VUCA environment where things are very volatile, are finding it challenging to create organizational culture. Why? Because we don't want to know that actually it takes time to grow an organization. And also, the other miss is we don't know when to effect changes in the organization. Okay? So we don't understand, like, when is the time, like, for example, when is the best time now to employ a human resource manager? When is the right time to, as a founder, for me to exit and employ a managing director? Professionals. Okay? The other miss is, and it's actually one of the greatest undoing, thinking that we know everything. And there's a tendency in most of us entrepreneurs, because you are the owner of a dream, so you think you know everything. That's another miss. Okay? They call it the founder's syndrome, where you think you know the solution to every sickness in your business. Okay? The other miss, the last one, we don't think we need consultants. Okay? I have had people even ask me the question, why do I need to consult?
I know everything.
I can go to the internet. and do research. The only thing is, the consultant also doesn't come to you as one who knows everything. But because of the experience they have in their field of expertise, they can see things that will take you 10 years to see. They are seated just like an old man. When they tell the old man, the young man, that what a young man can see when standing in Mount Everest, they can't see. They can't see. The old man can see when seated in a stool. Okay, the same way, the consultants are not people who know everything, but in their area of expertise, they have experience, they have seen it, and so they can pinpoint this is where you are sick. And by the way, that's what we charge. We charge for us identifying your sickness.
Not treating.
We shall help you treat, but
Okay.
the first money I make
Okay.
is by identifying where you are sick,
Okay.
diagnosing.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's in brief. Let's now talk about call for action.
Yes.
How can an organization or a company build a winning brand, a brand to be a notable brand, a brand to be admired? What are some of now the eats that we need to consider and also to work on?
So
I know there are many, but zero down to a few.
Number one, as you begin your business, your journey, surround yourself with people who have walked the journey of entrepreneurship before you and glean wisdom from them. Okay? Number two, when you start, plan. Imagine your business in the next 10 years. Always. When you are closing the year in December, that holiday, don't go and eat nyama choma, drink and sleep. Imagine where your business will be in the next 10 years. Okay? Plan. A very good plan. And by the way, let me tell you, we no longer do business plans. I don't know why. But business planning is a continuous process. We keep planning, not for a new project. For this particular business, the way that it is right now, we keep planning how its growth looks like. Okay? In the planning, we have so many things that are at play. Okay? You examine your human resources needs. You examine your capital needs. You examine your marketing needs. You examine your needs in management. Maybe you need to now it's time for you to have a board. Okay? Yes, you have been one director, but now it's time to bring in other directors. Okay? So the hit is in knowing when to do, and you cannot know when to do if you didn't plan.
True.
Okay? Finances, you plan the financial aspect. When do I know that my business is now at the point of growth? Okay? Because sometimes we stick in one arena or in the area of startup for a very long time. Okay, we don't know. We think we are growing, but we're just a startup. We start examining your structures and system, which is the other point. Put up structures and systems that promote growth of your business. Okay? Separate your money, personal from business money. No more things. Okay? Continuous marketing of your business. Okay? Continuous balcony moments, thinking through your business. Ensure that you keep understanding the competition, the innovation happening around your business. What is new now? Okay?
Market trends.
Exactly, the trends. So understanding those trends. Okay? And then integrate technology in your business.
Okay.
Yes, it is very critical.
Perfect.
Yes.
I wish we could just go into each and every point that you mentioned in detail, but I'm sure in the next episode we'll be in a position to cover all this one by one and also be in a position to educate our viewers.
Yeah.
It's been so. Before you give us your parting shot, I think also I need to appreciate our viewers who are coming through from YouTube.
Thank you.
There's Anne Munyo again on YouTube. She's saying that she tuned in with pride. Rotarian Thiong'O graces the CEO show. A true example of leadership with integrity, vision, heart. Congratulations, Martin. Keep soaring and inspiring.
Yes,
Kimani is here.
Yes.
Happy to see my friend and business partner, Rotarian Martin Thiong'O,
Thank
oozing business wisdom and advice. Keep soaring and fanning organizational
Thank you.
and personal development. Proud of you, sir. Kudos. Thank you
you.
so much, Kimani, for tuning in. Also, we have Mercy Murray who is saying that tuned in. We are learning and unlearning. Good job, CEO Martin.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mercy.
so much, Mercy. We have Beatrice Wanjiku saying, happy to see you, Mr. Martin, picking up all the wisdom you're giving us. Thank you. Keep soaring higher,
Thank you,
brother.
Mercy. Yeah.
And then also Chepleting Kano is saying that picking that servant leadership as a virtue in leadership and celebrating wins makes one look at the goal, how it's been achieved and how it can be made better.
Yeah.
Thank you for such insightful show.
Thank
you so much, Chepleting, for keeping and tuning in. Also, we have Peter Danga who is saying, wow, your insights are invaluable. You are a true business guru. I love how you break down complex ideas into actionable steps. I love your insights. Thank you so much, Peter. And then just not to forget a question that Ray asked before. How do you ensure that your recommendations are implemented and sustainable? I think you can respond to that, and then we get your parting shot.
Okay, number one, ensure that the recommendations are written down. Nowadays, in the age of technology, or we assume that everything that crosses our mind is we are going to remember.
Yes.
Write them down. If you are an employee, for example, put your recommendations in your end of month report or end of your week report, and then raise them up in a meeting where you have an opportunity to meet the CEO. And I like saying, kibelemele simbaya. Okay, as long as you're not going to the CEO to go and gossip about your colleagues, go there and share with the CEO, this is what I've been thinking about. Don't be afraid. CEOs are human beings like you and me. Okay? And so you are welcome to the office to go and say, boss, I've been looking at this and this is what I think we should do. Ensure that as you're talking about recommendations, ensure attached to the recommendations is data, verifiable information that you are giving a tight, watertight, yes, okay, recommendation accompanied with even examples of how it worked somewhere else,
evidence and projections,
exactly, and how that is going to translate into money. Okay, because to be honest, viewers, entrepreneurs think about money most of the time. Actually, that's what is crossing our mind. True. How to make more, to help other people more. Not even for ourselves. And I think when I think about making money, I'm not thinking about me first. There are so many other people who come in between before it comes to me. So I ensure that you ensure you do research, thorough, ensure that recommendations are just done thoroughly. So when you're presenting them, with confidence. So as you present them, Ray, ensure you're confident that you understand this thing, and I'm telling you guys, this has worked. Okay? And then also present it in a way, not with so much assertiveness that people think that you want to, you're stealing the show. Even no matter how friendly your boss is, he's still the boss. I think I have to remind people that. Even because I ascribe to servant leadership, but the servant leader doesn't have to think this of himself, but the people following the servant leader must know he's still the boss. So when you're approaching, kindly come up with some humility, some demeanor that shows that you're willing to be, so somebody to also put in their input in your recommendation and to make it better and implement it. And then for Ray, do not feel bad if your recommendation is not utilized. Because imagine you are just one among the people who bring recommendations to your boss, or even as an entrepreneur, you are receiving recommendations. So don't just consider yours
special.
Yes, special. So listen to other people and then try to integrate them into yours, or just even put yours aside and implement other people's particular recommendations. Okay. So it's a whole balance, but ensure that you have done that research.
When you were speaking about that, I was tempted to remind you about the 48 rules of power.
Oh yeah,
number 1. Very important.
Know who is the boss.
Don't outshine your boss.
Exactly.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. Just Anne Maina was saying it's insightful approach to team management. Kipchumba Arap Kipkorir is saying that wow, insightful conversation.
Yeah.
The future of NATEL, 5 years later, 10 years later.
So where we sit right now and looking in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you know, we have been growing.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are really focusing into consultancy and training.
Mm-hmm.
We began by doing so many things, but we still do those other things. We are still doing company registration and maintenance of companies, ensuring you file your returns and all those kind of things. We do all those kind of things for companies and businesses. But in addition, or after looking at the businesses we actually register and the companies we do all these things, we realize there's a huge gap in consultancy. Especially tuanze na nyumbani, Wasingishu. Yes. And so here we are looking at ensuring that companies are running well-structured human resource structures and systems.
Yes.
And we also ensure that companies and organizations, and this is not just here in Wasingishu but across the globe, is that they have structures that ensure productivity, growth, and development. And then we also focus on just ensuring that we provide well thought out advisory, okay, on clients' needs, okay, and issues. And so our future is to grow beyond the borders of the country of Kenya, and not just here. We believe that we are needed in Africa, and actually our vision is Africa. That is our vision. We want to ensure that Africa becomes what it's supposed to be. Okay, a powerhouse. Okay, and so we provide, and we invest in ourselves, but we also we have surrounded ourselves with so many people that are helping us in giving us ideas and helping us structure our business. So we are looking forward to be an international business consulting organization. Joining the big league. Yes.
Wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Your closing remarks to upcoming business gents and ladies, and also to all the entrepreneurs who are watching us tonight. Your parting shot. That being your camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow entrepreneurs, be consistent. Trust your gut. And finally, believe in God. He knows that business more than you do. So trust him and have faith. Yes.
Thank you. Mambo ni matatu.
Kabisa.
Asante.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming to the show.
Thank you.
It's been an honor.
Thank
and
you.
Also to fetch from your nuggets and wisdom that you've been oozing all through.
Thank you.
I think we should have had like 2 hours or 3 hours. But just to appreciate a few also, because also your views are always very impactful and very appreciated. Rosalind Navalio is saying that, wow, well done, Mr. Martin. We are lucky to have you. And then also Theophilas Kipchumba Kosgei is saying that we love this very instrumental engagement with Thiong'O. The CEO show is a gem. Thank you so much, Theophilas. Grace Njeri, my boss, my mentor, and under your leadership, we are in good hands. Wow, wonderful.
Thank you.
Laura saying that Dan needs to be in Rotary. I think you need to enter. Thank you, Laura.
Welcome.
I need to.
Welcome, yes.
Theophilas Kipchumba again is saying that I had to drop my others activities to tune into the CEO show. Learning corporate matters is the mastermind richness in the 21st century. Thank you so much, viewers, for keeping it CEO show. Yes. It's been an awesome engagement having you on board, and also you following it up, your worthy comments, and also your feedback, your questions to our guests. It means a lot to us, and it gives us the reason to keep us going. It's been the 50th episode. 50 episodes down. Let's do it again. We're looking forward to do it 100 episode. Always here to give you one of the best show full of nuggets of wisdom, full of insights, full of education, and definitely to inspire you to greatness. We are looking forward again to have you come next week, same place, same time, same handles. May God bless you. Have a good night. I was your host, Dan. See you next week.
Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show. Hosted by Dan. Business Minds, pioneering and inspiring entrepreneurs. Creative talks, CEO insights, success stories, value markets, and financial education. This is the CEO Show.